Hello, our Boga Cougars. I miss you guys so much. I'm gonna start doing live Google Meets with you soon. I really hope so. I miss you a lot. We're gonna learn about all the different types of instruments and the way that they create sounds. And now, here are our announcements.
This week's Cougar announcements are brought to you by the Cougar House Call. You could be next. Also brought to you by the Arboga PTSO Family Movie Night. Be there on March 26th.
Hey Cougars, it's Mr. Anthony here, and we know that distance learning has been hard at times. We want to make sure that we are honoring and rewarding you, and so we're going to start something new. As you guys know, on campus, when you are following the roars, you will get a Cougar card with your name on it and whatever you were doing, whether you're being safe or being respectful. But we want to start something new, and over the next 8 weeks, we are going to be drawing names out of this bucket, and in this bucket is the names of approximately 250 students who've had their names chosen as Cougar of the Week by their teachers this year. And we're going to draw a name out every single week, and then we are going to surprise you at your house with a giant Cougar card. So we're kicking it up a notch, and we are coming to you. And so we're going to draw a name right now, and that is the first name we're going to visit. These are all students who've been following the roars, who have been doing what their teachers been asking over distance learning, being respectful to others, being accountable, ready to learn, and safe. So let's go ahead and draw our first name. And the first student is Josh in 5th grade, Mr. Fry's class. So Josh, we're coming to you, and next week we may show up at your door.
Hey Josh.
Hey,
How are you, bud?
buddy? Hey, we're here to celebrate you because you've been so awesome over distance learning and in person, and we brought you a PT certificate, and you're the first ever Arboga student, Arboga Cougar, to receive a giant Cougar card. And it was signed by a bunch of our staff, including a couple of your teachers and the office, and so we just want to say thank you for working hard. We appreciate you, and good job, we're proud of you. All right, good job, buddy.
Hi, Ken Trexler, inviting everybody to come down to our free drive-in movie night. It is Friday, March 26th. Gates open at 6, and hopefully it'll start at 7 o'clock, depending on daylight savings time. For more information, call the office, check out our PTSO website and our Facebook. So hope to see you there. Free popcorn and water. See you then. Bye.
Hey Arboga, it's Mr. Preston again, and I just want to talk about pickup more than drop-off, especially now that we've had about a full week to get all of the cohorts through the school parking lots. There's only one way in and one way out, as everybody knows, and so there is a log jam, especially at pickup time after school. I want to please ask the parents of the upper grade students, 4th, 5th, and 6th, if you would come just a little bit later. Keep in mind that the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd are released at 12:15, and the 4th, 5th, and 6th are not released until 12:20. So if we have 4th, 5th, and 6th grade parents in the front of the line, nobody can move, and so it backs us up 5 minutes until anybody else can get there. So I know it's a big ask, and I apologize, but we just want to try to move things as fast as we can for you guys. Along similar lines, I want to say thank you for all of the patience, because you guys have been amazingly patient with our pickup and drop-off process, and so we've been really pleased with how it's gone. Our big stressor is that people are in line for so long, and so we want to try to mitigate that and have you be in line for a shorter period. And so little tweaks like having the older parents come through just a little bit later would help with that. we are looking at the possibility of some dashboard laminated pieces of paper that have names. A couple schools are using those and they've ordered them personalized. For us to do that at this point, it would be, we'd only have about 3 weeks of school left to use them, so I'm thinking about just making them ourselves. It's a little hokey, but it would have your last name or your students' last names and the grade level, and we would just have you put it in the dashboard, and then as we're coming out, we don't have to have you roll down the window like we've been doing and saying, who's your student? We can just see it from the dashboard and then yell to get the kids lined up. So we are trying to constantly refine the process and make it better and smoother for you. So if you have any ideas, shoot them our way, because like many hands make light work. That's the FFA creed, and it's true. If we can get more people involved in trying to problem solve, we can make it better. Because we have to keep in mind at pickup time, we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth all being picked up. We have the PM preschool being dropped off, and we're still serving lunch for distance learners. So there's a lot happening in this little piece of land. So any and all ideas are welcome, so please shoot them our way, and thank you again for being so patient. We love having your kids here. See you later.
I have taught 6th grade at Arboga this is my 15th year. In elementary school, starting about the 4th grade, I would read any book written by Judy Blume. She was one of my favorite authors. I enjoy all genres of music, but I would have to say my favorite song is Keeper of the Stars by Tracy Byrd, because that was the song that my husband serenaded me to during our first dance on our wedding day. Away from work, I like spending time with my grandkids, spoiling them rotten. If I could be any animal, I think it would have to be a jellyfish, because it lives in my favorite place, the ocean, and it's beautiful and graceful, but it's got a little bit of a sting to it. My favorite treats are anything with dark chocolate and caramel. So last week we celebrated Read Across America. We celebrated an author, Dr. Seuss, and in one of his books called The Lorax, that is where you'll find my favorite quote. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. The PBIS roar that I think is my favorite and one of the most important at this grade level, 6th grade, is being accountable. I like to think that this is the last stop that the kids will have before they enter middle school. And hopefully they spent all of these elementary years becoming accountable for their actions and for their work. And so when they make that move into middle school, it'll make it a lot easier for them to be successful. So what you might not know is I'm the only person in my family that was not born in this area. I wasn't born in this area. I wasn't born in this state. I wasn't even born in this country. I was born in Germany. So the next Cougar call should be picked up by Mrs. Duarte.
Hi, have a good weekend.